The first encounter is going to start off whenever you land into the arcology, and you're going to come to the center, and you're going to see a large ritual being performed with a knight at the door. You start the ritual by shooting the knight, and then from there, ads will spawn on both sides. If you turn back around where you came from, they'll spawn from both of those areas, one on the left, one on the right, and then also actually three, so there's a third. So there's a far left, a far right, and there's a center where you're looking at the spawns. Now, the more important things are going to be the statues that are surrounding the middle platform. These statues are going to be the ones that you're going to interact with in order to progress the encounter. And the way that you interact with these statues is you're going to have an ogre spawning, and I'll show you what the ogre looks like here. And the ogre is going to be giving you guys a buff that allows you to see kind of the trail like you would see in Savathûn's Throne World whenever you were doing some of the deep side puzzles for chests. There's like a green trail on the ground. You would follow that green trail in the direction that it runs, and then from there, that green trail is going to take you to a symbol. And that symbol is going to be the symbol that you're going to follow around, killing ads as they spawn. So when you find the first area, you're going to see red bar enemies spawning. Kill the red bar enemies, and then you're going to be able to then see the next set of the path. When you get the next path, it's going to have you go to another symbol. And once you get to that other symbol, another set of ads will spawn. And you'll keep doing that, I believe, 3 times until you actually get to the final symbol. And when you get to the final symbol, that's when the Lucent Acolyte will spawn, or the Lucent Lightbearer, which is the wizard, or the knight. So you're going to get one of those 3 depending on where you are in progress. And since I've only done it one time, I'm not sure if it follows the same pattern. It may. But in our case, I believe we got the wizard first, and then we've got the acolyte and then the knight. And so you kill the Lightbearer, wizard, or the acolyte, or the knight, and then you're going to get a vestige of light. So the vestige of light, what that's going to do, that's going to allow you to interact with the statues in the center. And so then you take your vestige of light, you're going to run back to the center, and you're actually going to kill another wizard that's floating somewhere around the center pyre that's on fire with the green soul fire. Once you kill that wizard, then he's going to drop a deep sight pool. From there, activate the deep sight pool, and when you activate the deep sight pool, then you'll be able to see the symbols on all the statues. And in our case, the first symbol that we saw was the scorpion symbol. And so what we would have done if we were going to execute it right, we were going to then look at the symbols, find the statue that actually has the scorpion on it, walk up to it, and then you're going to interact with it, depositing the vestige of light, which I ended up finally figuring out here once we get the deep sight back up again. So you have to do it before the deep sight runs out, because if you don't do it when the deep sight runs out, then you won't see the statue again. So you just reactivate the deep sight before you run out of time, and then you'll see here I'm kind of searching through some of the different symbols and trying to deposit, and I finally eventually get the scorpion one, and then the ritual statue manifests. And you'll notice that once the deep sight goes away, all the other statues go back to showing just an empty symbol, and then that other one will still carry your symbol that you were working on. And so once you've done that, then you're going to go back to the center, you're going to clear more ads, and once you clear that set of ads, then you're going to kill the ogre. When the ogre spawns, you're going to rinse and repeat. You're going to go back out, you're going to find your symbol, just pay attention to that symbol as you're clearing it, go through, kill the Lucent Hive, come back, and dunk it again. Now, once you've done that, each time you'll see that like each time the chain kind of continues and each statue lights up, eventually what's going to happen is you're going to deposit that final symbol. And when you deposit that final symbol, then you should be done with the encounter, and then you'll get your loot drops from a chest that spawns on the other side of the statues. So there's no like super big finale from what I remember. Just kind of double checking right now. Yep, that's it. So once you get the final statue dunked, and I believe it was 4 for us, then from there you will get your loot. I happen to get gauntlets. The new set actually looks really cool. I'm still excited to see what the rest of it looks like. It's not in the database. I just know what the chest and the hands look like, but it looks like it's really sick, and it's the gloves of the Taken King, so that's kind of a little bit of a foreshadowing. Try not to get into spoilers unless you already know what's up, but it was pretty cool to see that theme. And then you'll see kind of me checking out the way that the gauntlets look, and it looks like when everything is assembled correctly, you're going to look like I don't know, Swamp Thing or a seaweed monster or something like that. All right. Now, in order to get to the second encounter, what you're going to end up doing is you're going to be progressing through and beginning to drop down into the depths, and so I'll go over that once the footage from here catches up.